Swastika. What does it mean for Hinduism? Those who have visited India for the first time have seen the swastika symbol everywhere and have felt intimidated because we all know that it was adopted as a differential seal by the Nazis. Those who have little knowledge about Hinduism have wondered why this symbol is mixed with so much spirituality, since it is possible to see it in temples. But if you look closely, you will notice that they are not the same. The Nazi swastika symbol is represented in a crooked way, in black color, but at first glance, it confuses any tourist or anyone who does not know the symbols of Hinduism in depth. On the other hand, the word swastika comes from Sanskrit, an ancient language of India, which means good fortune or well-being. This symbol is red, has a slight curvature at its tips and 4 red dots, and is used to this day to carry out religious ceremonies such as marriage or when someone dies. The swastika is also very present in other religions such as Jainism and Buddhism, where it is found counterclockwise, where it is usually golden yellow. As for the meaning, for Hinduism the swastika is sacred and existed long before Hitler appropriated it and changed its original structure to represent hatred. Enjoy our episode today where we will talk about the meaning of the swastika for Hinduism and its true origin. The swastika in Indian culture. The swastika is an ancient word and symbol of Hinduism. It is an auspicious symbol that has been in use since the early Vedic period, around 2500 BC or so. Since it has been popular and widely used in many cultures of the Indian subcontinent for millennia, it has both secular and religious meanings. Furthermore, it was never used in a racial or discriminatory sense to denote the authority, superiority, or supremacy of any particular group or religion. It has always been used to cleanse and sanctify a place or attract good luck, peace and prosperity. It has always been and still is a word used for purification and sanctification. Therefore, if one day you have the opportunity to visit any part of India, you will see this symbol both in necklaces and in paintings on the walls, temples, house entrances, etc. And you do not have to feel bad. It is a symbol that means well-being, and it is used to wish good luck and happiness. Also, it represents the creation of the universe by its Hindu god Brahma, the creator. If you visit Buddhist and Jain temples, you will also see that the swastika is very present. Jainism constitutes one of the important religions in India. They mainly preach non-violence, compassion for all living beings and peaceful coexistence. As for Hinduism, you will see that the god Ganesh, represented as half man and half elephant, usually includes in his symbology this kind of lucky cross. For this reason, the elephant is considered a sacred animal in this country and its presence is related to good fortune. Also, in the classical dances of India, such as the Bharatanatyam, the swastika is present throughout the dance through the positions that are carried out with the hands and arms called mudras, in a movement that puts the arms crosswise. And then the Nazis came believing they owned the world and turned the symbol upside down to leave it in history as an example of supremacy of the Aryan race, the most complete absurdity with completely inappropriate use outside its context of origin. The swastika had been invented for religious reasons and used thousands of years ago for other much more altruistic and positive purposes. His line represented the movement of the sun, time itself in its incessant course. Origin of the swastika. The swastika is believed to be about 6,000 years old. The word swasti appears frequently in the Vedas, sacred scriptures of Hinduism, and can mean good luck, success and prosperity. In India and other parts of Asia where Buddhism is a major religion, the swastika is considered the footprint of the Buddha. As for Jainism, The four arms of the swastika placed clockwise to represent the four possible places of rebirth: the animal or vegetable world, health, earth, and the spiritual world. It is said that early Western travelers to India liked the swastika as a sign of good luck and started using it mainly in advertising or product design. Thus, the swastika migrated to other parts of the world such as Persia, currently Iran, and Asia Minor to Greece, then to Italy and then to Germany, probably in the 1st millennium BC. The symbol, however, took on a drastic new meaning after World War I when Hitler got hold of it. When the Nazis took control of Germany with racial ideas, the connotations of the swastika changed forever, quickly becoming the face of fascism throughout Europe and becoming one of the most hated symbols of the 20th century. Adolf Hitler's swastika. Adolf Hitler and his National Socialist German Workers' Party adopted the swastika, with a slight variation by rotating it 45 degrees from the original position, in 1920. Party members linked the use of the swastika to beliefs asserting cultural descent of the German people of the so-called Aryan race. According to this belief, each of the Indo-European peoples descended from an empire, known as the Aryans. These were feared in European territory as they were great invaders of the white race. The name, derived from the Sanskrit and Avestan word Arya, means noble. Hitler, in the book Mein Kampf, names the swastika as the symbol of that struggle for the victory of the Aryan man. However, he did not call it swastika. That is, Hitler never used the word swastika to name his symbol of hate. He called it Hakenkreuz, hooked cross in German, though many just call it the Nazi swastika. To this day, the use of the swastika or any other symbol related to Nazism is prohibited and sanctioned by German law. The swastika has its origin as a symbol of love and was abused by Hitler. We want you to know that this symbol in India, as well as in Tibet or Nepal, can be manifested in other ways, that is, with similar designs, none of which was always used for evil. However, we know that for the Jewish people the swastika is a symbol of fear, suppression and extermination. It is a symbol that they can never change since it only represents evil. Even so, it is interesting that you know that the swastika is an auspicious symbol for the Hindus, and it is important that they know how to differentiate the black Nazi cross from the red swastika, since many Hindu Indians who emigrate to other parts of the world paint it in the entrance of their homes, maintaining their roots, and as a result, they receive threats and even attacks by people who do not know their real origin or confuse them. The Hindu culture reproaches the Nazi regime for the misuse it made of its sacred symbol. There is much more to tell you, so I invite you to subscribe to this channel so you can be updated. Also, if you found it interesting, share it with your friends and give me a like. Thanks for being there and see you in the next episode. Namaskar.